As far as I can remember, it all started when I was about 6. I had a family friend who had lost his father, practically lived with my family for a while. He was much more older than I was. He would always say to me, "Joy, you are beautiful." And I got used to the fact. Those words at the time were accompanied by expressive touching, but there was more to come. On this day we went visiting, and as kids we would act drama scenes. However, on this day, he said to me, "Let us act mommy and daddy." And we had to act it out as though it was real. I thought, sure, that makes sense. In the process of acting, he said, "It is time to eat and sleep." So we went under the blanket and the touching started again. Maybe I didn't complain because other children were present in the room and nothing could go wrong. Days passed and we went visiting again. But this time I had to go back home to pick something for my mom, and he offered to go with me. And he said to me, "Let us act." I agreed, only this time it wasn't just touching. After that moment, it became awkward around him, and I always tried as much as I could to stay away. I stopped acting, started playing and sitting alone. Occasionally, however, I did being sent on errands, and he gets a chance to molest me. Pretty much every time he visited, and every chance he got, I was molested. I wasn't allowed to say anything because he threatened to tell on me. I had lost self-confidence and self-worth. I no longer wanted to visit. It always came off like I was throwing tantrums. But I told my mom I did rather stay home alone. She was curious to find out why, and we got talking. I told her everything. I expected her response to be anger, but it wasn't. We talked, we prayed, and she took me to an hospital for checkup. I was only ever comfortable with my dad as a man, and any other compliment from any other man raised suspicion. I eventually turned to novels to keep my company, because if the world wasn't safe for me, the novels would be. I was addicted to erotic novels and magazines. We stirred up wrong feelings, but it felt like a safer zone. I stumbled upon pornography on a day when I was home alone, watching an uncensored movie. It was new to me, but I enjoyed it. And it seemed to me that if I wasn't doing anything with anyone, there was no sin, and I was safe. It filled the void that I felt, and I started cutting ties with people. In the middle of this arose masturbation. It never seemed wrong, and I continued until the day I heard the pastor's testimony and how he was scarred from it. There was an altar call, and I was prayed for. Coming to Russia was a part of God's plan. The worship experience changed my life. It was weird at first, as I didn't understand why people could be so happy. But when I started desiring it, I got what I desired. I discovered the alabaster box and the story behind it. I was forgiven much and was loved much and praised much. Isaiah 43 verse 1. But now thus saith the Lord that created thee, O joy, and he that formed thee, O joy. Fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by my name. Thou art mine. Ephesians 1. Because of the sacrifice of Messiah, his blood poured out on the altar of the cross, we are free people, free of penalties and punishment, chalked up by all our misdeeds, and not just barely free either, abundantly free. Ephesians 2. You are no longer strangers or outsiders. You belong here with as much right to the name Christian as anyone. God is building a home. He is using us all, irrespective of how you got here. In what he is building, he used the apostles and prophets for the foundation. Now he is using you, fitting you in brick by brick, stone by stone, with Christ Jesus as the cornerstone that holds all the parts together. We see it taking shape day after day, a holy temple built by God, all of us built into it, a temple in which God is quite at home. I am discovering more of God's love, experiencing it and believing in what he says I am. The devil cannot steal my joy. God is uncovering all the layers to reveal what is pure and rich. My name is Joy Adewumi Adejuwo, and this is my testimony.